All right, what's up guys? I'm filming this video really early in the morning and I have to go to class in about an hour, so I'm gonna try to make this really fast. First thing, I did get the new iPhone 13 Pro Max. So I'm not filming this video on my new phone, but my next video, I'll start filming videos on the new 13 Pro Max. So you want to make 450 to 500 plus wheel horsepower in your LTG Camaro. So assuming that you already have the simple bolt-ons like an intercooler, so I have a front mount intercooler by ZZP. You guys can probably see that there. You see the ZZP? There you go, right there. So front mount intercooler. I also have an intake, a cold air intake from ZZP. I have the ZZP larger throttle body, and I also have a ZZP catted downpipe. So on that setup with the catless downpipe, I made 326 wheel horsepower and 367 wheel torque. So it's pretty decent numbers for simple bolt-ons. You know, I want to make more power, so this is what I'm going to do in order to make that. And so these are all the components you're going to need to have a built engine. Okay, so yeah, I got Iridium Power spark plugs. I got these from ZZP. Pretty cheap, but you definitely need new spark plugs when you're going to be making more power. I got a Turbo Smart wastegate. This is simply just so you can, you know, add more boost to the car. Rods, I forgot what specifically, which brand they were, but these are from ZZP. You get 4 of them. They get packaged pretty nicely. I took it out just so you can see what it looks like, but you got these rods. And then I got the ZZP valve spring kit. So you get these valve springs and you get the spring retainers. Pretty cool. And then you get these GE pistons. So they're still packaged up, haven't taken them out, but you get rods, pistons, valve springs, and just for safety, because I'm trying to make more than 450 wheel horsepower, I was advised by Turbo Tim at ZZP to get the head stud. In order to make more power, I also did buy these stage 3 cams from ZZP. Pretty pricey in my opinion for a pair of cams, but I'm expecting these to make a pretty decent amount of power. And I also really want to see what it does to the sound of the car. I know it's a 4-cylinder. I know it's not going to sound like a V8 or anything, but I'd like to see if these cams make the car like lobe at idle. I feel like that would be really cool to hear. And last but not least, we do have our Mitsubishi turbo up. This turbo was also pretty pricey. It was about $2,000, but on Force Performance, they advertised this turbo would be making about 540 horsepower. So that's probably crank horsepower, definitely not to the wheels, but this turbo is huge. It is heavy as hell. That's why I can only really hold it with 2 hands, but it is huge. This is a huge turbo. So this turbo comes with all the lines, all the fittings that you're going to need to install it. Honestly, it looks really big in the box, and I can't even imagine it being in the engine bay. So turbo, cam, built motor components. You're also going to need fueling. So I do not have a flex fuel sensor. I'm going to buy the flex fuel sensor from ZZP. That's only about $200. And then I need a high pressure fuel pump, and I need new injectors. So I'm going to be getting the injectors from Nostrum. High Performance, or whatever it's called. Nostrum makes the injectors and the fuel pump for this car. It's about a $2,000 kit, so not really that expensive. Well, it is really expensive, but in terms of all these other parts that I bought, it's really not that expensive. So those are the last 3 components I need for this car to make around like 520, 540 wheel horsepower. I'm just giving you guys a very basic, informative video about what you're going to need and how much it's going to cost, you know, to build a high horsepower 4-cylinder Camaro. I would say that all of these parts combined cost probably about $5,000 to $6,000. So if you're willing to invest that inside your car, you know, go for it. I did not buy these parts all at once. This bird is really annoying me. I did not buy these parts all at once. I bought these parts over the span of 3 years. I've had 2 LTG Camaros, and I've been buying parts for them, you know, for the past 3 years. all the bolt-ons that I had for this car were originally on my first Camaro, and then I just swapped it to this one. So these parts I actually bought within the last like year and a half. But you know, do not go broke trying to make your car fast. You need to pace yourself and just, you know, buy what you can with the money that you have. Like, do not go broke trying to make your car fast. That's pretty much all I'm trying to say. Also, when it comes to supporting mods, you're definitely going to need a stronger clutch. I put a stage 2 clutch and flywheel inside this car, holding up pretty well. The shifts definitely feel a lot better. The car feels like it's a new car to drive, honestly, but I do have to baby it for the next about 300 miles, and then I can see what it can really do, because I really don't want to blow up this engine, but I also really want to go fast. So we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Give it a like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.